Well, if you didn't believe Dorney Park was getting a new roller coaster, this is some pretty good evidence, I'd say. What's up guys, I'm the Eastcoaster fan, and you might be wondering right now why we're driving into Hershey Park. This video is supposed to be all about Dorney Park and Iron Menace. Well, that's because we're starting our day here, more specifically at Chocolate World, but we will be eventually making our way over to Iron Menace to do a very cool construction tour. This is all part of the Eastcoaster weekend. We did Eastcoaster yesterday, although you'll be seeing the video come out after this one. As part of Eastcoaster, they actually gifted all the ACE members a free ticket to the Great Candy Expedition, I believe it's called. It's their new like 3D projection show, which I've never experienced and I'm really interested to try out. So it should be quite interesting. Right now we're parking in what's called the season pass holder lot here, which if you didn't know is to the left of Chocolate Town and all up here. I'm guessing no one's gonna be here because right now it's like the middle of February. Yeah, this should be fun, exploring Chocolate Town during the off season and then eventually heading to Dorney for the main event. God, I love being in Hershey, even in the off season. I'll be on that soon enough though. What's even better is it's like high 40s right now and it feels like comfortable just walking in like a normal sweatshirt. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, it was just as easy as that. We went up and said, hey, we're with the American Coaster Enthusiasts, and they gave us our ticket for the Great Candy Expedition, which we're doing the show at 10:40, which is about 40 minutes away. So in the meantime, we're gonna ride the ride, look around, and there may even be a special character coming around soon. And our character is here, straight from Dorney Park. We have Snoopy, which is very weird to see at Hershey Park, to be honest, but it's with this whole promotion that they're doing here for, I believe, Valentine's Day, where he comes every Saturday and Sunday through February 11th. So actually, maybe not Valentine's Day, he's been here for a while, but we're catching him at the tail end before he heads back to Dorney Park and preps for Iron Menace opening. It's time for our yearly February ride on the Chocolate Tour. Guess it's much for you, but I hope that you pick me. Alright, time to get in line for this weird train ride. There's this cool Easter egg wall over here, and I immediately noticed Gabby, Harmony, and Olympia, the original 3 cows, which is really neat. I think this is all I'm going to be able to show you in here with like all these destinations on the walls, which are pretty cool, but I won't be able to show you inside there of the show. So I'll now cut to once we're done. We kind of exited over here by the gift shop and everything, but that was okay, honestly. Kind of what I expected it to be, mainly for kids, but the fact that it was free was very nice. When we were in there, we got a free Kit Kat birthday cake sample, which was neat, and then leaving, they give us this whole bag full of chocolate. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, as well as the show, which the show had some cool effects. They had a cool 180-degree screen and cool effects in the seat, but that's about it. It's mainly for kids, I'd say. So I wouldn't say the show is absolutely nuts or anything. It's probably one and done for me. What do you think, Michael?
I like trains.
Now we're gonna head over to the Hershey Park Supply Company to see if there's anything new or interesting that I can find in the store. Well, if you're interested in any of the 2024 merch, they have a bunch here at the front of the store, including shirts, picture frames, and cups. The other change that Michael actually noticed when we were over here was the inclusion of these new wood standees. There's one of Kiss's Tower, or Kissing Tower. Kiss's Tower is a totally separate ride. A merry-go-round horse, and then down there is the Ferris wheel. And Michael actually got one.
You gotta get them all.
You gotta have the whole Hershey collection when you're working here. This is about the closest the general public person will be able to get to Hershey Park in February. So close yet so far. Don't worry, I'll be back here very soon. But anyway, that's the end of our time here in Hershey's Chocolate Town. We're gonna be heading to Dorney Park to continue the rest of this video and get to the main event, touring Iron Menace.
1 hour later!
So I'm finally here at Dorney, and Holy crap, there it is, Iron Menace. Not done yet. They got about, I want to say like the first half done and the brake run. At least that's what I can see from here. And we're gonna get much closer to it, obviously. I can even see a bit of the first tour that's happening now. Time to venture into Dorney Park during the off season. My first time ever doing this. In fact, I've never really walked by this side in person just because I'm always driving here. So might stop by and take a few pictures while I'm at it.
My name is Eric. I'm going to be taking you around a little bit. I've been here a long time, so I'll answer as best as I can any questions for you. All I ask is you please stay on the concrete itself. There are areas that the concrete is being worked on or that there is no more concrete. We're not able to go on those areas. Don't have hard hats for everyone, unfortunately. First thing first, we'll go around here. We'll take a look, even though it's covered, at the train. And then I will walk you guys down to the construction site area. All right, so you can follow me. 2 trains, 3 rows each. Or I'm sorry, that's one of the rows. 3 rows each, 7 seats across, so 21 per train, 42 in the cycle. As far as seats are concerned, we do have 1 larger seat per row if needed.
Monster is completely gone, as you can see, and they told us at Eastcoaster that the plan is to turn that into basically a seating area for the new restaurant that's replacing Dorney Grill.
They started their teardown process recently, last week or so. The bar portion will be off to the right-hand side, so we're pretty excited to have that new cruise serve restaurant. You'll go in, you'll kind of go down the line, they'll serve you the food, cruise serve.
And here's the view that you're gonna get walking right up to Iron Menace. Definitely very intimidating. And a great placement on the midway, in my opinion.
That is going to be the new gift shop. They've started some work on there. Sorry I'm not able to open it right now, but yeah, it's heavy construction site in there. But we're excited. I think Ryan, if you were at yesterday's event, showed some renderings of what it might look like inside.
We're also doing a bit of concrete updates right along this side by Possessed. Who knows, maybe an entrance sign over here, or maybe theming to the ground area. But looks great. And also the Rita's building is gone. This path is a bit narrow right now, but you can kind of see, I believe this orange path along here is going to be a path extension, so it's definitely going to be a bit more wide, which is always good. Well, if you didn't believe Dorney Park was getting a new roller coaster, this is some pretty good evidence, I'd say. And this is the Beyond 90 Degrees that this and Dr. Diabolical are known for. This is going to be a great spot standing here when this operates. Also announced yesterday at Eastcoaster is that Cedar Creek Flyers are going to be receiving a retheme, I believe, to empty buckets. So it's going to receive a repaint and just match with the overall aesthetic.
On your left, this is the main power for the new ride. This was also used for Stinger when we had Stinger here as the main power. We kept it. It's also the main power for empty buckets, so that's kind of why it stayed over time, and it's just a good reuse of the space.
Enjoy this sign for Cedar Creek Flyers while you can. In fact, some of the upper portions are already repainted to gray. There you go, it's not gonna be yellow and blue and orange, I guess, for much longer. So this area is gonna be kind of like the main entrance. You're gonna enter down there. The queue is gonna be kind of behind and to the left of Ghost in the Machine, and then up the stairs and into the station. You're going to be entering from the left side of the train.
There's a lot of other work happening, of course. The entire lift, heavy mechanism pieces going up the lift. A lot of work that's gone into the station. It's quite complex from the engineering standpoint.
Is the lift chain in yet?
I have not seen it in.
There's a better view of the station under construction. Even have a piece of track right there. I'm assuming that's the pull up into maybe the incline loop or maybe another element. Also the bathrooms over there and Ghost in the Machine. Obviously we're staying, but the entrance is going to be here and the path's just going to curve around to that maze. This Immelman is so big coming down this path, so this will be insane with Possessed and Iron Menace right there in the frame. Wow. This is the old Possessions gift shop, as you can see, completely hollow. And they said they're going to open this up, so you'll have some good access right by the creek, it looks like.
Briefly beyond that, just from an operational standpoint, you can't really see it, but if you look through the back there, Steel Force is getting an enclosed control booth, which is great for the operators. They haven't had that before. at that attraction. And also a new control system, brand new panel. A lot of the entire ride control system's getting redone with that ride. So we're excited about that.
Right where this excavator is where Rita's was, but definitely opens this area up. And now you have this fantastic view of Iron Menace right here. This is great. I have a feeling this is going to be like the main watching area almost of the ride. So the tour is now officially over, and they have us at this blue shed where they have some merch items. There are two interesting ones that actually just premiered today. One is the first escape that guy's actually holding, and then the other is an Iron Menace nano coaster. So yeah, those are definitely going to be in the new gift shop for sure. But if you want to get them nice and early, Acers were able to get the opportunity to get them there. I'm probably not getting anything, but who knows? Maybe if I really like the ride, I'll add this to my amusement park merch collection. So that's going to conclude this Iron Menace tour video. Back by my car now, but overall that was great. Much better than the Hershey tour last year. I'm really excited for Iron Menace. I'm gonna try and get here, if not the opening, very close to opening. And I'm sure it's gonna be a great addition to Dorney. They seem really excited about it. I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be an amazing attraction. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'm tired, so I'm gonna head home now.